Hi guys, Chag Sameach. I would like to read you a story the book Passover Around the World. This book tells a little bit about the Jewish people around the world and how they celebrate the Seder at their homes. I chose the country Turkey. Why does this Seder begin with a play? Knock knock, giggled Albert Behar. Who is there? His twin sister Rebecca answered with a bored smile. The two burst out in laughter, jumping up and down, shouting, "It is Padre's turn tonight." Padre is Spanish word for father. It is also the word for father in the Latino Sephardic Jewish language based on Spanish with the words from Hebrew, Turkish, Italian, and Arabic. In Turkey, where Albert and Rebecca lived, Latino it was spoken within their family. The twins had good reason to be excited. Their father has been chosen to act out the play at the beginning of tonight's Seder. The Torah teaches us that parents must tell their children the story of Exodus from Egypt. To fulfill this commandment, the Bahar family chose a different adult each year to put on a short skit before they began reading from the Haggadah. This tradition is followed by many Jewish families in Turkey and other countries in the Sephardic world. Psst, Albert whispered to his sister. Rebecca looked up and sees him pointing to a small soft suitcase. They winked to each other knowingly. Padre's costume is inside, and a tall stick is resting against the wall next to it. Children, it's time to bathe and get dressed. Coming, Madre. They skipped in the direction of their mother's voice. She laid out new holiday clothing on their beds. Taking turns, they showered and dressed. Soon they heard Padre entering the house. Shalom, shalom, is anyone home? He called out, sounding though he is rehearsing for tonight's play. At Uncle Yitzchak and Aunt Rachel home, they are greeted with warm hugs and kisses on both cheeks. 20 family members sit around the Seder table. Uncle Yitzchak sits at the head and Padre is sitting next to him. The Seder begins. As Uncle Yitzchak is about to remove the middle matzah from the Seder table, Rebecca catches Padre slipping out from the front door. Uncle Yitzchak breaks the matzah and places the afikomen in a special napkin with a pocket. He passes it to the children. Remember to hide it well. And now let's begin reading the Haggadah. Suddenly, a loud knock is heard at the front door. Uncle Yitzchak is startled. Who could it be? He asks. He gets up and opens the front door wide for all to see. It is a man wearing a long biblical robe tied at the waist, a following with white cloth. A braided black rope circles his head. The man is holding a stick over his shoulder with a bundle tied to it. Where are you coming from? Asked Uncle Yitzchak. From the land of Egypt, answered the traveler. Uncle Yitzchak acted surprised. What? You're no longer a slave? Now I'm a free man, the visitor answered proudly. And where are you going? Persisted Uncle Yitzchak. With a bored smile, the man paused before answering. I'm going to Jerusalem. A burst of applause can be heard from the table. Everyone is so glad to hear this news. Happiest of all, Albert and Rebecca. They jumped off their seat, ran to the man, and led him to the table. He tousled their hair. Good job, Albert whispered to his padre ear. Guys, there is a recipe that is very known in Turkey. And I'm going to make it with you. So It's called Madre Bormeleos, but for us here in America, it's the matzah brie. So I'm going to close the book and I'm going to cook with you in a few minutes. Stay put on.